Welcome to the second episode of the Jeep Cherokee build. Today I'm gonna explain why the GG flares destroyed my plan, keeping this a mild build. I put on some masking tape to protect some of the paint from my grinder to start cut along the edge. And when I've done that, I installed, or not installed, but I took my TG flare and hold it into place to see if I needed to enlarge it anymore. In my opinion, it looks good, or it looks better if the flares ends close to the light in the front at this edge. And what that means is that the wheel is not in center of the fender, and that looks crap. So my alternatives was to either have the flares further back to center above the wheel, or to keep it in place and to stretch the front axle position. And since this is a YouTube series and I know that you guys are interested in fabrication and how to set things up, my only alternative was to extend the stretch and stretch the position of the front axle. So I need to stretch it about 2 or 3 inches towards the front. And when you stretch the front axle, there is a lot of things that needs to be redone. To begin with, it's the springs. They're gonna sit at an angle, and that's not what they're designed for, and it's not gonna work. So you need to make new brackets for the springs on the axle, and when you move the springs position, you need to make new position for the shocks as well, and also of course the drive shaft. I don't think the splines in the drive shaft is long enough to handle 2 to 3 inch of stretch, but we will see. But I count with that it's not gonna happen. So. Some people say just toss it away, remove the sway bar completely, but this rig is gonna be a lot on the street, so I want it to handle in a safety manner. So I'm gonna keep the sway bar. And when we are at it, making new brackets and everything, we're gonna make some frame stiffeners. We're gonna make new shock towers because we're gonna use a little bit longer shocks. Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on when you're gonna stretch the front axle. We're gonna cover it all. I guess there are many ways to do it. I'm gonna show you my way of doing it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you!